今天一步厨房带来的是一道北欧风情的浪漫料理——烟熏青鱼配酸奶冻沙拉。带来这道料理的是来自加拿大的塔利布。塔利布14岁起就对制作料理心生向往，丰富的游学经历使法餐的精致和丹麦烟熏粗獷的特点完美融入食物之中，也让他美味的料理中总会带着一点儿调皮。怪不得蛋蛋总是听说男人天生适合下厨。
Began kind of going through the basic story of every chef is to go to cooking school and work in a restaurant. For me, it happened a little bit different. My cooking started when I was very young. I started at 14. I knew since a young age that I wanted to be in the kitchen, so this was kind of the first step. A 1.5-year program to going there for 9 months and learning about a competition in France to compete in what is like the Olympics of cooking. So really put all my effort into it and training with my chef. So we went to Lyon, France, and that kind of opened my my brain again to like, oh, there's the world of Michelin, and that kind of opened my mind to like the food world, I guess, in a different way. I decided that I needed to actually see this world, so I went to Copenhagen because new Nordic cuisine was becoming quite a big thing to go see what is Nordic food, what is Danish food, why are the best restaurants in the world in Scandinavia now. And I think that kind of opened again my mind and plan menus and learn how to develop menus and learn that kind of aspect of the industry. So there's a lot of things that you can learn from just kind of jumping into a different world. Learning a lot from other people and being patient. I think that kind of took me to where I am now. Okay, so first we're gonna do a little mackerel. So this mackerel is from Iceland.
哦，对了，作为深海鱼，新鲜青鱼的内脏也不会非常完整，需要谨慎处理，才不会影响鱼肉的味道。
I'm gonna keep the skin on the fish because I want the fish to hold together after I cure it. So first we're gonna cut in half. And then we're going to remove the blood vein. So, just like that. And I'm just going to score the skin so that the cure that we do on it will penetrate. Has a bit of texture. Take salt and sugar. Just that. So the fish is in the fridge for 3 hours.
青鱼是活跃在西太平洋以及大西洋海域最为常见的可食鱼类。作为典型的深海鱼，青鱼肉质鲜美，蛋白质十分丰富，是鱼肝油的制作原料之一。它的 DHA 含量在同类鱼肉中更是名列前茅。多吃鱼会变得和蛋蛋一样聪明。
We'll set up for the smoke. I have a tray here, so one fairly deep tray, and then one to cover. Because there'll be quite a bit of smoke. So this is apple wood smoked chips. I think it complements the fish a bit, and especially with all the garnishes and all the components, it tastes a little bit better. Grab the fish. So the fish has been curing for 3 hours. I'm just gonna lay it into the tray gently, skin side up. And we're gonna heat this up to create the smoke. And not many people have this at home. You can use your burner or I like to use the trusty blowtorch. We're just going to heat the spoon.
只要让勺子温度足够高，用炉火烧制也可以，这样才能最快产生烟雾。
Keep it away from the fish. We don't want to cook the fish at all, and so we add the smoke. Smoke won't start right away, but I think we got a good smoke going. And keep that in the fridge.
烟熏烹调是斯堪的纳维亚人的传统烹调方法之一，鱼类、肉类甚至蔬菜都可以被用来做熏制食材。在北欧，将食物和燃烧的果木一起放入低温环境中冷熏的方法尤为传统，口感层次也会更加丰富。
So next we're gonna make fresh cheese mayonnaise. We're gonna use both the egg and the egg white. Just take a plain kitchen towel and wrap your plate. I like to start with a little bit of water, salt, pepper, and just a drop of oil. So I think that most people get wrong about mayonnaise is that you have to whip it. vinegar. Actually, I have a little bit of lemon juice also. So, and now we can add the oil. Only little bits at a time. Don't have to rush through it. A little bit of water helps. A runny consistency, not a thick consistency, and a stable emulsion. That's when we start to add the fresh cheese. What we'll do is slowly add the fresh cheese to that, or the mayonnaise to the fresh cheese. So that's come to one stage. Now we have egg whites. And a little bit.
加入鸡蛋清可以让蛋黄酱口感更加顺滑。
So we want this pretty smooth. So what I like to do is just pass it through a fine mesh sieve. So we have that. And that's the fresh cheese start. So we have that. We're just gonna make sure the seasoning is right. A little bit of salt, a little bit more cracked pepper. So we have a little whipper gun. And we're just gonna charge this into there. So what this gun will do is give a lot of air to the fresh cheese. Make sure you got a tight seal.
接下来像一个调酒师一样疯狂摇晃起来吧。
And you can feel like a bartender. Next up, we're gonna make horseradish gel. So I have here yogurt.
接下来制作的就是酸奶冻沙拉了。
Panna Cotta is a gelatin set custard. There's the horseradish. And we're just going to infuse that into the yogurt. So this is our gelatin. We're going to bloom this gelatin in a bit of water. Just going to break it up to smaller pieces. So I just take some oil to quickly adhere the cling film to the base, just so we have like a nice working surface. And gently lay that on. So we have a nice. So we're just gonna make the yogurt panna cotta at a low heat. I'm just gonna warm up the yogurt.
鱼胶需要低温加热，才不会失去它凝固的作用。
Slowly add the gelatin too. So we have the hydrated gelatin. You don't want to add the water to that, so just squeeze out any excess water. And we can put that in. And the horseradish flavor comes out really well. We're just going to strain it off into our little dish here. And it's just to get any air bubbles out, just bang it quite hard. And refrigerate that for 12 hours. So the next step is we're gonna make a vinaigrette, orange and soy vinaigrette. We'll go 1 tablespoon of soy sauce, go 2 tablespoons of orange juice, and then enough oil. So now we can start with the vegetable part. So now we're gonna prepare the vegetables for the dish. This is kohlrabi. Well, using Japanese technique with this vegetable. So this is a Japanese machine. So this should be enough for 1 salad. So we're gonna cut it and place it into cold water and just leave that in the fridge for a while. So next we're going to clean the water chestnut. I'm just going to peel them, cut off the top and the bottom. We're just going to slice them really thin with this mandolin. So what I like to do is just place it onto a paper towel and press out any excess moisture.
300华氏度的油温会让炸制荸荠拥有最酥脆的口感。
So we're just going to deep fry the rest of them. Okay, so now we can start to prepare the dish. So our fresh cheese, kohlrabi, the watercress inside. Then we have our vinaigrette, pepper. Then we're going to take our mackerel. One piece should be enough for one person. So the reason we make it like this is we want every bite to have a bit of the fish. Now we have the Horseradish Panna Cotta.
看完这个造型，蛋蛋想要说一句晚安了，大家。
Very micro mustard. And we have the parsley oil. The other element. So we have smoked mackerel fish with water chestnut, horseradish yogurt, and fresh cheese with kohlrabi. A great Scandinavian dish with Beijing and local ingredients.
说了这么久，看到就能吃到，蛋蛋可不是忽悠大家。